Welcome back with the Youth League now. The Nelson Mandela Foundation says it remains committed to its work amidst the dismissal of its CEO Sello Hatang. Hatang was dismissed by the board for unbecoming conduct. Now the foundation, in partnership with the Ride4Hope, launched the Mandela Month in Muldersdrift today with the launch of a 10-year remembrance Mandela t-shirt. SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa has more details for us.
Well, as you can see behind me, they're about to plant that tree, and it seems as though they have chosen to plant a tree that has been declared as South Africa's Tree of the Year by the Department of Forestry. Now, it is called the Hankel Yellowwood tree, and it is one of South Africa's indigenous tree. And you will remember from an earlier conversation that the reason they've chosen to plant a tree this time around is because they just want to raise awareness around global warming and food security. Now, you will remember that this event was organized together with the Ride4Hope, and I'm joined by one of them who's going to speak to us about why they have decided. While you can see behind me, really, before we go into that interview, the tree is being planted, and they are closing the roots in and covering the roots with soil, as you can see there behind me. But before they finish doing that, I'm going to speak to my guest here. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. As Ride4Hope, why is it so important for you to partner with the Nelson Mandela Foundation?
I think it's quite important for the Ride4Hope to be partners with the Nelson Mandela Foundation. I mean, for the work that they do, charitable work that they do. So as the cycling community, ours is just to say, how can we lend a hand? How can we encourage the greater community of cycling to say, let's also be part of the change. Let's use our resources and also encourage our partners to come lend a hand. So we are quite, we're very happy to be able to be part of this very important day. And thanks to the Nelson Mandela Foundation for lending us this opportunity.
Okay, this morning was very cold, but it seems as though your members came in their numbers for that ride. How many kilometers was it? And is it the longest longest trail that you've ever had to do?
No, not really, because I mean we did about 56 kilometers. I think the biggest challenge for everyone was the cold. I mean, it's winter now, so it's quite chilly out here in the cradle. But of course, I mean, it was all for an important cause, which is supporting the Nelson Mandela Foundation for its work and the causes that we actually rally behind. But also in terms of the riding, we also happen to be in partnership with the Nelson Mandela Foundation for the Nelson Mandela Foundation Legacy Ride4Hope, which is a 4-day cycle, which we will have on the 20th to the 23rd of September later in the year. And that's also another platform for us to lend a hand, where we actually also have our partners not only contributing to the work of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, but also to the communities from Soweto, Standerton, Newcastle, Ladysmith, and all the way to KZN. So we are very privileged to be part of this important work that they are actually doing.